of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one.
MP in the house.
MP, you're about to go off.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson joining us, and a chance here to check out some stats for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. We've got Ben Thompson. He's out there with Tari Eason. Whitmore is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Silk in at the 1. And for the Nets, we've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Russell. Now here's Thomas. The 3-ball. Hits a 3-pointer.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Going inside. Silk with the bucket. And hats off to MP, who was selected to his first All-Star team.
And he's not just in it, he's a starter. To do that in your first All-Star game appearance is a huge accomplishment.
Russell, that's good.
Just wheeling that one in. That's a tough shot there by Russell.
Thompson, a screen on Russell. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Thomas outside. Down low. Here's Russell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Silk with the bucket.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Silk, pass to Adams. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Yeah, always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, here's Thomas. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. The Rockets have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Silk. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Inside, stolen by Thompson. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Thomas with the ball, guarded now by Whitmore. 2 points, that one goes. Thomas has got 5 now.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Fades away. Clowney pulls it in.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Clowney. Thomas with the ball. 6 to shoot. Stolen. And here comes the break. Here's Silk. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's Wilson. Robinson in the post. Adams is there. Russell from outside. Here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
Adams a screen. Pulls up, high post. Silk with the bucket. Give him 8.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Wilson. No points so far. Pass to Russell. Puts it up from 12. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Nets. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
I think for the Nets, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Pass to Easton. Fires for 3. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Russell to pass to Thomas. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 9. A solid percentage so far. Down low. Adams, the pass to Silk. With the drive. Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Clowney. Here's Wilson. And here's Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Adams grabs the miss. Here's Silk. Give him 8 points now. With the fadeaway. That one goes in. Silk's got 10 points.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Russell. It's blocked. Thomas outside. Goes back up. And he lays it in. 9 points in the game.
Looking confident, even with the defense on him. I like it when Thomas is aggressive around the rim.
Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done.
And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks so much. Well, the Phoenix Suns front office transaction activity is just now hitting. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. And here's Thomas from the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Silk. Tries it from the top of the key. Back to Eason. Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. Here's Silk. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And here's Thomas. He's got 9. Now Russell. Pass to Wilson. Intercepted. Whitmore with it. And it's Thomas picking him up. Fades and shoots. The offensive rebound. Here's Whitmore outside. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Thomas passes to Wilson. Here's Clowney. The 3 from Russell. Thompson pulls it in.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
The fadeaway. Pass to Silk. Thompson, a screen on Russell. He takes it in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
Nets trail by 8. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Clowney. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Wilson. And it's Melton in for Thomas. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Clark is checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Thompson. Tate's checked in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Whitmore. Brooklyn with the ball. 8-point game. Claxton a screen on Smith.
Look, that's some great defense from Smith. He can be a top-level defender in this league.
Clark with a screen on Melton. Here's Silk. Melton covers. Clark with the screen. Driving in. Silk. And a two-handed jam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Melton passes to Williams. Claxton a screen on Smith. Here's Williams. It's good from the top of the key. Houston leading by 8. Smith with a screen on Melton. And stolen by Melton. VanVleet against Russell. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. The teardrop, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. We might looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And here, the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Williams against Jackson. Pass to Melton. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Melton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
So the Houston 5 right now. Steven Adams out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Jackson. And it's Silk in at the point. Now here's Williams. There's the triple. And the net. Another three.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is giving.
Here's Silk. Melton covers. There's the drive. Brooklyn with the board. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The fader. Yes, it's good. Silk's got 20 points.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Melton attacking. That one no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
First free throw is good. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Melton drops them both. Houston leading by 8. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Knicks was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was dealing assists all around. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Just 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Melton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's Silk missing. Nets trail by 7. Thomas with the ball. Good work defensively by Whitmore.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. The Rockets 4th.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points. He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Thomas outside. Pass to Melton. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Adams with a screen on Melton. Silk, the pass to Adams. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Thomas outside. Back to Melton. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Silk. Melton covers. Here's Silk on the take. Ooh, Robinson with a block. And they get it back. And it's Whitmore missing. Nets trail by 8. Melton outside. Thomas outside. Melton left side. Shakes him. Back to Thomas. Over Whitmore. Thomas misses.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Melton. Fast break, Brooklyn. Williams finds Thomas. Here's Claxton. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Pass to Silk. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Thomas. Whitmore defending. And here's Melton. Takes a 13-footer. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Silk. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Silk's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's his first foul for Brooklyn. Wilson's checked in for Claxton. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Williams. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in for Jackson. Melton outside. Screen by Robinson. To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
Good work in the pick and roll. I like it when Russell looks to distribute in these sets.
Thompson, a screen on Russell. Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. Easton can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Melton outside. Right at the free throw line. And there's Russell on the assist from Melton. Russell's gotten his third basket of the night.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Silk. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson with a screen. Second chance effort, and it's in, off the glass. Silk's got 30.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Adams against Robinson. Here's Thomas. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Adams with a screen on Russell. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Wilson. Now here's Melton. Whitmore defending. Melton outside. From deep three-point range. Knocked away.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. Here's Silk. It's hauled in by Robinson. Nets trail by 10. Melton on the wing. Wilson passes to Russell. Robinson with it. Defended by Easton. With the 10-footer. That one's wide left.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Thompson's got 11 points.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Outside Russell. Pass to Thomas. Robinson, a screen on Easton to the middle. Robinson passes to Russell. Over to the wing. Here's Wilson. And again, unable to change momentum here. 40 seconds left in the second. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Outside Russell. Screen by Robinson. Russell, the pass to Robinson. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Give him 8.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Out to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Here's Silk. Robinson defending. Here's Silk. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so it's Houston in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a game. In the Western Conference, Silk.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Houston Rockets.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots, That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Eason, good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Russell. Pass to Thomas. Back to Russell. The 3. It's deflected.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Driving inside. Yep, that one goes. Russell's got 11 points.
You love to see D'Lo go on attack, and that puts pressure on the defense.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Here's Silk. Outside Whitmore from outside the arc. And Houston another 3.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
It's Thomas on the wing. Oh, ripped away. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And it's Silk missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Russell. And that one comes up a bit short. Houston leading by 19. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Got it. Silk's got 38 points.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside Russell. Here's Thomas. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come. As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Outside Robinson. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 6. Floats one. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 11.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Wilson. Left side Robinson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
And the second free throw is good. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Silk. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Silk. Guarded by Russell. Here's Silk. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wilson. Russell against Tate. Outside Robinson. Back to Russell. 4-3. Drops in the 3. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Soft touch, Russell from range.
Jackson the screen. Here's Silk. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 21.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Wilson. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Silk. He's got 44. Can't hit the step back J. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Nets. The rebound by Jackson. The Rockets lead by 21. Here's Silk. Tate, a screen on Thomas. Fires top of the key. Silk with the bucket. Silk's got 46.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Now here's Russell. The D's right on him. Thomas passes to Russell. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Russell's got 17.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. Silk. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Nets trail by 20. Pass to Robinson. Here's Wilson from deep. It doesn't go for him. Here's Silk. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Second shot opportunity. Misses at the rim. Brooklyn has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Clowney. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Thomas for 3. And a big finish by Robinson. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he? Well, the Nets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. So the Houston 5 right now. Tari Eason is out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Silk in at the point guard position. Clark against Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. From deep, Melton. Rockets with a rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Eason, a screen on Williams. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's Silk missing.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Melton. Melton's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Silk. Melton covers.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Houston.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Sharps checked in. Melton finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Melton. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Melton's got 21 points in the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Silk. Melton covers. And good! There's another!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Claxton. The ball's knocked loose. On the break. Here's Silk. Another bucket. Wow!
And his remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now #2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
Well, he's sharing a league company, and you have to wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He's a lot of fun to watch. Caldwell Pope with it. Now Thompson defending. And that one's good. Melton.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Clark with the screen. Fades back. And it's Silk missing. Nets trail by 21. Pass to Williams. Back to Melton. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Silk. Melton covers. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Here's Silk. Melton covers. Here's Silk. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Clark with it, and Melton picks him up defensively. And he's going for the oop here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Melton passes to Claxton. And here they come. Ball's going up the court. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Claxton. To the inside. Here's Sharp. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there.
Thomas, he's checked in for Sharp. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Adams is checked in. Now here's Melton. He's closely guarded. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Claxton, a screen on Clark. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Rockets running again. Eason with the ball. Caldwell Pope covering. Here's Silk. Pass to Adams. Here's Silk. Another shot. And got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Claxton finds Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. And it's Silk missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Claxton, a screen on Eason. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Silk. Left side Eason. Up top Whitmore. Adams a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Silk. Rebound Brooklyn. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. Williams with it. He's picked up by Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. Here's Silk. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's. And here's Russell. Right side Robinson. And stolen by Clark. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Jumps up. And good. There's another. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Russell. Outside, Williams. Back to Russell. Five to shoot. Plenty of space. And the jumper falls for him. Russell's got 19 points.
When you talk about crafty players, you're talking about players like D'Angelo Russell who can find his spot.
Here's Silk. Hits yet again. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Clowney. Back to Russell. Williams with the screen. Fires the 3. The shot by Russell, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed. You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
Free throw good. Thomas. Brooklyn making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas. And for the Rockets, they're shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Here's Silk. Guarded by Russell. Clark outside. Pass to Silk. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Clowney. Now Robinson. Clark covers. Robinson in the post. Working on Clark. Sinks the tray. Russell's got 22.
It's all coming together for Russell on offense. He's found his groove, and he is staying in it.
Clark with a screen on Russell. Silk, the pass to Jackson. And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Russell finds Robinson. Here's Clowney. It's Thomas on the wing. From 17, again the Nets score.
Oh, Cam Thomas is a very comfortable mid-range shooter.
Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. To the wing, right side. And here's Shepard for three. The shot misses. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Silk.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
From the arc. The rebound by Silk. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Clark. Oh, Robinson with a block. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Silk, guarded by Russell. And it's Silk missing. So it's Brooklyn now. The 15-footer. Here's Russell. Here's Robinson. He can't hit that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Here's Silk. Another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Pass to Clowney. Back to Russell. Unloads from 13. And the jumper is on the mark.
Staying cool inside. Russell doesn't want to waste a point-blank look like that.
Here's Silk. Puts up a 3. Misses there. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about them.
MP, you keep bringing up 50s like you're in the dunk contest.
loudest fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.